What's up, everybody? My name is Justin, and welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Tears. On today's video, happy 4th of July, by the way. So, in honor of America, we're doing some bourbon. We're doing the Larceny B524. Okay, so Larceny B524, I just did the ECBP B524, so we'll see how this one stacks up. This one is coming in at 125.4 proof on this Larceny. So if you guys haven't had this line of Larcenys, they've been really good the last really couple years. They started getting really good. The A123 from last year was an absolute banger in my opinion. The A124 this year was fine, but nothing special. So I'm excited to see if the B524 from Larceny can stack up. All right, let's get the bottle pop, get the nosing straight out of the bottle. All right, everyone's favorite part of my channel, the nosing out of the bottle. That's like a super vanilla. It's like a super vanilla caramel swirl ice cream with some wood and cinnamon in there. Smells pretty good coming out of the bottle. Let's go ahead, pour it in the glass, and we'll try out a drink. Okay, so before we get into the nose today, do me one big favor. We're pushing towards 1,400 subscribers for July 4th. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free for you, means a lot for me. And if you really want to help support the channel, help me keep buying bottles, hit that join button down below. Get the badge next to your name. It's only $2 a month. So here we go, nosing straight out of the glass. Ooh, out of the glass, it's actually a bit different. There's a strong, like, cherry syrup. Like, not a cough syrup, but a cherry syrup on there. Maybe some orange peel and cinnamon. A little bit of hint of that wood. Not as much of the vanilla out of the glass as I was getting out of the bottle for sure. It smells pretty good. The color is actually maybe a little bit more yellow than I would come to expect for something in the Larceny line from Heaven Hill. Maybe a little bit more yellow than I would expect, but we'll see how it stacks up on the palate today. So I'm excited to try it. The Larceny, I almost said ECBP. The Larceny B524. Cheers, everybody. So one thing I want to show you, I don't know how well it'll show up, but this thing has some beautiful legs going on. Look at that glass. One sip, and those things are very pronounced. So that's one of the first things I noticed, besides the fact that it is very cherry forward. That's very good. It's definitely much sweeter than the ECBP B524 release. That one was heavy on the oak. This one is much sweeter, sugarier. So if that's kind of up your alley, maybe you should try this one over that one. Got a good amount of cinnamon on there. A little bit of barrel char. It's not overly viscous in the mouth. It does drink quite hot. The proof, what was it? 125.4. It definitely drinks like a higher proofer on this one for sure. You can feel the burn going down your throat, but it's got a lot of cinnamon notes in there. Definitely some cherry syrup almost. Not like a, like I said, not the medicine, but like a cherry syrup. Like if you were making a, what is it, a snow cone or something, that kind of cherry syrup. Maybe a hint of like a milk chocolate behind it all. Yeah, I think it's a milk chocolate, not a dark chocolate or anything like that. There's a hint of a milk chocolate layered in behind all of that sweetness, which helps balance it a little bit. Not a ton of oak on this thing at all, I would say. It's just a good balanced combination of sweet and spicy on this one. I don't think on this one it really does anything great or amazing. It's just decent bourbon. I got it for $60 recently, which is right where I think this Larceny line should be. And if you can actually get it in that price range, I think it's definitely worth it. Now, is this stacking up, in my opinion, to where that A123 bottle that I had from a year and a half ago was? I don't think so. I'd have to pull it out of storage while I'm still here in this temporary office and all that. So for those of you asking, yes, this is a temp office. I will not be in this thing permanently, so I didn't even realize the girlfriend put that step ladder up there, so that looks really good now. But hopefully one day it's going to be a whole big, awesome setup with a speakeasy. Can have some people over, do all kinds of great things. But for now, this is what we got. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. I'd be happy sipping on that. It's definitely got some sweet cherry, maybe a hint of orange, Definitely a bunch of cinnamon in there, and it's got like a milk chocolate layered in background. Does drink in a little bit hot going down on the back. So yeah, that's what I think about the Larceny B524. Let's go ahead and do one last drink before I rank it on the tier system today. If you're not familiar, that is going to pop up to your left and explain to you how I rank everything as we go. So last sip, let's rank it on the tier system. Yeah, I mean, it's a solid bourbon. It doesn't wow me. There's nothing in it that is wowing me, but there's nothing in it that I don't like either. There's no bitteriness, no weird notes in there that I'm like, what is that? I mean, it's good. It's just a good, solid bourbon. So at $60 price point, at 125 proof, I'm more than happy to take that. So on the tier system today, I'm going to go B tier. Probably closer to bottom of B tier. If I had to guess without doing it blind, out of the two, I'd probably take the ECBP B524 over the Larceny B524. But maybe I'll do a blind on that coming up sometime here soon on the channel. That's just my thoughts of just thinking back on it. But yeah, it's going on the B tier today. The Larceny B524. What was the... Yeah, the proof was a little bit higher there on that ECBP. So if you guys don't know how it works, I'm sure you do if you're watching my channel. But both of these bottles are made by Heaven Hill, and they come out in kind of phased batches. The Elijah Craig barrel proof and the Larceny barrel proof. Generally, it's 3 batches a year, A, B, and C. That's where you get the number from. Then the letter from. Then the first number is the month it comes out. So 5 is May, and then the year 24. So B524 is the second batch of the year, coming out in May of 2024. So yeah, that is it for the Larceny B524 barrel proof review today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit like and subscribe on the channel, and I'll see you for your next drink.